There's one question 90% of people never ask themselves. And it's the only reason they lose. In their career, in money, in love. You're sitting in a coffee shop, scrolling your feed. The secret to success. 10 habits of the rich. How to love right. You bookmark it. Next week you're still in the same place, still scrolling, still bookmarking, because the question you're asking is wrong, not wrong content, wrong direction. In 1986, an old lawyer named Charlie Munger stood up at a talk and said one line that later got pinned to the walls of major investment funds. Tell me where I'm going to die, so I never go there. That way of thinking has a name, invert. Most people ask, how do I succeed? The question's too big, too vague. There are a million answers and half of them contradict each other. Munger flipped it. How do I guarantee I fail? That question has a list, short, specific, finite. You read it, then you just don't do those things. Start with your career. You're 27. You want to do something big. Here's the most reliable way to be 35 and still have done nothing. 1. You pick what sounds impressive over what you're good at. Impressive sounding on LinkedIn doesn't pay. It pays your ego. There's a name for this trap, the prestige trap. 2. You're busy. Busy all day. You confuse motion with progress. 8 hours of meetings doesn't equal 2 hours of making something everyone's going to need tomorrow. 3. You avoid bad feedback. You only hang out with people who flatter you. After 3 years, you have no idea where you suck. And the market knows, it just isn't telling you. 4. You wait until you're good enough to start. Wait until I finish this course. Wait until I have more experience. Good enough never arrives. The person who passes you is the one who started before they were good enough. Avoid just those 4 without adding a single thing, and you're already in the top 30%. That's the strange thing about Munger. Most success advice tells you to add. He says subtract. Now to money. You just got paid. $2,000 of spare cash sitting in your account. Here's the surefire way for that $2,000 to evaporate. 1. You listen to the hot tip. A coworker says this stock's about to triple. Some guy on TikTok says this coin just bottomed. You buy in. You never ask the one question that matters. If it's so hot that everyone already knows, why do they still need to pull more people in? There's a name for this. The greater fool. You're betting a bigger idiot will buy it off you. 2. You borrow to invest without understanding what borrowing is. Leverage doesn't make money. It multiplies the result, including when the result is negative. You make 20%. You think you're a genius. You lose 20%. You owe the bank exactly that much. Leverage cuts both ways. 3. You try to time the top and the bottom. You sell when scared, buy when greedy. That's the exact formula for buying high and selling low. The opposite of what you needed to do. 4. You forget one simple fact. Fees and taxes eat more than you think. 2% in fees per year over 30 years is roughly half your final net worth. Your broker doesn't bring it up because that 2% goes straight into his pocket. 5. And this one's the most important. You have no exit plan. You can enter any time. But you don't know how much loss before you cut, how much gain before you take it. No answer equals emotion. Deciding equals you lose. Avoid these 5, and you're already in the top 10% of retail investors. You don't need technical analysis yet. You don't need to read financial statements. You just need to not be dumb. Last one. The hardest. People. This person's been by your side for 3 years. Here's the guaranteed way to make year 4 the last one. 1. You try to fix them. You love who they could become, not who they are. Every sentence that starts with, if only you'd, is one more brick in the wall. 2. You keep score. I did the dishes twice this week. You never thank me. Every time you keep score, you turn love into accounting. And in accounting, someone always owes someone. 3. You dodge the hard conversation. You think dodging keeps the peace. What you're actually doing is building a warehouse. One day that warehouse blows up. Over something tiny. Not because of the tiny thing. Because of the 2 years of silence behind it. 4. And this one. Researcher John Gottman measured in a lab for 40 years. Contempt, the eye roll, the sarcasm, the tone of voice that looks down on someone. He predicts divorce with 93% accuracy from this one signal alone. Not fighting. Fighting is normal. Contempt is what kills. 5. You put the other person in charge of your happiness. That one's lonely. For both of you. You see the pattern? Across all three, career, money, people, the list of ways to fail is way shorter than the list of ways to succeed. That's because failure has a ceiling. Success is infinite and depends on you. Back to Munger. He lived to 99 when people asked how he and Warren Buffett built Berkshire Hathaway, a $100 billion empire. He didn't talk about genius. Didn't talk about 16-hour days. He said one line. We just tried not to be stupid, that's all. Ask, how do I get smart? You're competing with millions asking the same question. Ask, how do I guarantee I'm stupid? You get a short list, everyone already knows it, and almost nobody is willing to look at it. Tonight you go home, get a piece of paper, 3 columns, career, money, people. Under each one, write 3 ways you're currently guaranteeing failure, the exact ones you just heard. Don't write the ways to succeed. That comes later. You don't need to be smarter than 90% of people. You just need to stop doing what 90% of people are doing. Munger never asked where he was going. He only asked where he was going to die, and turned around.